to pull. You wait until the sugar stops moving. It's still quite warm, but it's not spreading anymore. That's when it would be pulled. Actually, they say pulling the sugar when it's too hot can dull the sugar. So you don't want to wait, you don't want to let it be too hot. So once it kind of stops moving, then you would pull it out somewhat, stretch it or fold it onto itself, and that's when you start incorporating those air pockets, and it starts to change colors, or starts to get that kind of silky or velvety look to it. Not velvet.
And this doesn't hurt your hands at all at this point?
This is right now probably 140 degrees, 130 degrees or so. It's like very hot tap water, you know. So with the gloves, I think you can easily do it. You know, I don't think it's going to be a big issue with heat. You know.
So as long as you don't just start handling it too soon, you won't burn yourself.
Yeah, be sure that you don't grab it too soon. Use the mat at first, and then you kind of watch for it to stop spreading, and that's an indication that you're just at about the right temperature. But twist it and pull it, and again you start to incorporate air. That's when you get that satiny look to it. Starts to pick up some refract the light a little differently. Reflect the light. This is still a little bit on the hot side. I just wanted to show you though. We'll flatten it out. We'll cut it with scissors while it's still warm, and we'll store it in pieces like that, kind of flat pieces. And then we'll put these on the mat. We'll turn them several times as they're cooling, and when they feel cool to the cheek, then we'll wrap them up. You never want to wrap up hot sugar because condensation gets trapped in there and starts getting wet and sticky.
So you can't start pulling it right away for your pieces?
Absolutely, yeah. I can start making petals out of this right away. It's right at the right temperature right now, so I can pull out some rose petals and start making my roses right away. You don't even need the lamp. So if you heat the sugar up in the microwave, for example, and then you can work with it for about 10 minutes before it starts to cool again if you didn't have a lamp. And of course, with the lamp on, we can keep it warm for a longer time. But you get kind of reliant on those lamps, and if you leave it under the lamp too long, you can ruin the sugar or burn yourself. And so the trick is not to put too much on the lamp. So each rose petal has to be made individually and then cool very quickly because they tend to fall down, lose their shape while they're still warm. So I need about a dozen petals or so, different sizes, to make a rose. And this is the pulling technique where you stretch the sugar sideways, pull the piece out. Some people cut it with scissors, other people just pull it off like I do. Rose petals are generally shaped on your thumb in the palm of your hand to get that cup shape. And you may pull out the little point on them or just leave them plain if you like. You don't have to crease that middle part if you don't want to. But anyway, this is kind of tedious, so I will not bother you guys with this. I'll go ahead and pull out the petals and have them ready so I can show you how this flower is done. But yes, you're right, Christine, this can be worked with right away.
Is the only reason why we're storing it so we can use it throughout the whole weekend?
Yeah, because you want multiple colors. So you cook up your sugar first, then you just reheat it and start doing it. So